You see, it's not about chasing millions when you get to my age. It's just not. What it's about is making sure that you don't give your time to someone else, and definitely not to make someone else rich. And in this video, this is just raw. I'm just going to sit down. It's just come to my mind now. A lot of people need to hear this message. You need to hear this message. If you're a middle-aged man, just like myself, or woman, and you are sick and giving your time away, and you're sick of your money not lasting because of what's going on in and around the world, you're trying to mind your own business, and you just keep getting drawn in by what's going on around the world, this video is for you. Now, this is a deep one. It's a raw one, and I'm going to get straight to the point. First of all, stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your time. And I'm going to touch on what's made me, or triggered me, should I say, to even mention this video and create this video. Like I said, it's going to be off the bat, and I'm just going to go straight for the jugular. Now, I had a brief spell of working. A brief spell, because I was very fortunate that my talent got me to playing sports, but I have a brief spell where the world didn't care about how good I was at sports. The world didn't care about those skills. And I had a brief spell in Dubai, okay? And you know I love Dubai. We'll see what happens in the future, but you know I love Dubai. So I went over and I went into the real estate game because that was the easiest thing to do over there, but it's commission only. And at first it was great. First 3 or 4 months, I thought, this could possibly work. If you're hard work, you've got discipline, etc., etc. But it was the first time that I'd really been in this work kind of environment. And I knew there was politics in sports, but boy, oh boy, there was some serious politics in this normal work-life balance that I was talking about, that I was getting myself into. And to cut the long story short, because I don't want to go into it talking about myself, I want to make sure you get value from this. We was working to make other people rich. Now, I know some of you are in that position right now watching this video, working to make other people rich and feeling grateful because we could use their resources to do that. I mean, come on. I mean, if you've ever been so stupid, then that was the time that I woke up and realized that I can't be this stupid. I just can't be this stupid. And going on that self-development journey before then, it just wouldn't allow me to stay in that job for long at all. I think as probably maximum was about 16, 17 months. And 6 of those, it was, I can't do this. I can't make other people rich. I can't be in a system where it's favors and backhanders, and we used to call them brown envelopes in sports, and how long you've been there and who you talk to. It was a load of nonsense. And you can see that I'm quite passionate about this because I truly believe that you can go out there and create your own life. In fact, you can. You can design your own life. Now, I've designed my life through trading, but it's not easy. It wasn't easy going along this route of actually taking the risk. But the consistent reminder that I'm not going to give anybody else my time for a potential paycheck, because it was commission only. Oh yes, you might get a nice car, you might be able to get a nice house, you might be able to put some money away after about 4 or 5 or 6 or 10 years of your life, all right? And you can't even spend no time with your family because you got to work 18-hour days. It was ridiculous, my friends, absolutely ridiculous. And again, I only lasted a very, very short period of time, but there's many of you that are watching this video, you've maybe been in a career for 10, 15, 20 years. I mean, fair play to you to even stick it out. But then on the flip side, no, I don't say fair play in a way, kind of contradicting myself there, because you need to fix the mind and look at other ways of getting the best from your life. This is really harsh what I'm going to say, but as you know, I love Marcus Aurelius and Ryan Holiday and Stoicism and things like that. We are going to die. We are going to die. We never know when, we never know how, we never know where. Let's hope that we all live as long as possible and die in a peaceful death. But the fact of the matter is, don't be morbid, that we are going to die. And in 2 generations, no one's even going to remember who you are. And that's quite sad. That's quite sad. But I don't remember my great-great-grandparents. I wasn't even born before my great-grandparents passed away. So I just can't get my head around now, at the age that I am, and I have these conversations with people, that people are not waking up to realizing that time is going. We are going to die. We are giving our time to other people, making other people money, making other people rich. And what are you getting out of it? What are you actually getting out of it? Go and create and do your own skills and live on your terms. And again, I've used trading for that. Now, again, I help traders do that. Of course, I want you to get into trading. I want you to get into trading. Of course I do. That's why you watch trading content. I want you to take the initiative. I want you to stop making excuses. I want you to stop feeling sorry for yourself. And I want you to create and use trading as a financial gateway for you to get your time freedom. Now, people think, oh, well, you must be making millions or No, I speak to some people, they're getting $5,000 a month from trading that pays all their bills. They live below their means and they can spend as much time with their wife and their kids. And they can do what they want when they want. $5,000, $6,000 a month. Do you know how easy that is to make trading? $5,000, $6,000 a month. Once you understand what you're doing, it is incredibly easy. Yesterday, if you don't follow me on Instagram, we made $3,000 before Monday morning, 9 a.m. That's before most people have even got to work. Today was about $800, right? Because the market wasn't giving us anything. But do you know how many hours you need to work or for somebody else to get $3,000 before 9 a.m.? It's absolutely ridiculous. Now, I just want this to sink in. I want this to sink in. I want you to understand what is actually happening in your life right now. Just stop and think, what is actually happening in your life right now? Are you giving too much time to other people? Are you giving too much time to negativity? Are you giving too much time to somebody else where you have to clock in and clock out and they walk away with money and you are a slave because you are making them money? That is modern day slavery, people. People don't like these videos sometimes because they think, oh, well, you should just be normal and you should just be like everyone else. Have you seen what is happening in the world, my friends? And I have to calm down a little bit because I know some of you get a little bit happy when I get a little bit emotionally involved with what I'm trying to say. But this is just coming straight from the heart and straight from, it's kind of very, very, very raw. I don't have nothing to even guide me. I'm just sitting here and I thought, I'm just going to make this video because that's how I feel at this moment in time. I'm here doing certain bits with work and I just thought to myself, this is so nice that I'm just sitting here building things to help other people. So let's talk about this and let's create a YouTube video when everybody else is at work. Now, this is not to put me up here. I've been through the shit. Excuse my French, and I don't normally swear. In fact, I never swear on this channel, but you wouldn't believe the kind of things that I've been through. You would not believe how it might sound rosy on that side, but you would not believe the mental strain and the obstacles that I have been to go through. And I bet you're exactly the same, because I believe that we all go through the same things, but just in different times in our life. Different times in our life. So I want you to get involved into trading. I'm going to be straight raw with you. I want you to get involved in trading. I want you to get this skill where you can make infinite money from the comfort of your home with your slippers on or your wife beater on or ketchup down your chest if that's what you want to do. I think you should have more discipline than that. Or Doritos on your belly, as the old say, like Homer Simpson. Whatever you want to do to make money so you can be at parents' evening, be at the activity play, be there when you need to do some housework, not have to worry about being out the house and not being able to get home. And more importantly, not having to answer to someone else who is treating you like a baby. Because that's what it feels like. You should have so much more self-respect and self-motivation that you should not have to rely on nobody else to get your financial income. Now, there's loads of ways to make money. There is loads of ways. Oh, well, he made a good living and he did well for 50 years and and then he did great and he did this for his family. And then they ask him, what's your biggest regret? I never spent any time with my family. I never managed to go to the places that I wanted to go to. I never managed to drive that old classic dream car that I wanted. This is facts. This is facts. This is facts. I was always grumpy. I wasn't kind to people. You know, I wasn't kind to people because you were so tired from working for somebody else that no wonder you didn't have no time to be kind to no one. No wonder you did not have any time to be kind to anyone. Now, again, there's no structure whatsoever to this video. There's like zero structure. I just needed to say people need to wake up. I have a friend. He has a few businesses, all right? And he complains 24/7 how it might be in depression. He does this. He can't keep on top of that. He can't keep on top of this and blah, 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 blah. And he's doing it to pay for his house and his car, basically, because he's got an expensive car, which is above his means. He's got an expensive house, which is above his means. And he's my age, and he will not systemize. He will not understand that you can systemize everything and you can sit down with your feet up and have a cup of coffee or whatever you want to do and let money work for you. Step out of your life, my friends, and ask yourself, what would you do if you was that person? What would you do? What would you do? Again, I want you to trade. Fact of the matter is, I want you to stop being a puppet to the world, and I want you to stop being a slave, modern day slavery to some boss, and I want you to go and make a massive change in your life. That's what I want you to do, and trading will change that. Trading will change that. If you need any help, there's a link below. I don't know what more to say.